A very warm good morning to everyone. I am Vilas Dwivedi from class 11th E and today I am going to representing a presentation on the topic of public sector. What is public sector? A public sector enterprises or a public enterprises is one which is owned, managed and controlled by the central government or any state government or any local authority. They are also known as public undertakings. Characteristics of public sector enterprises. First, state ownership. Public sector enterprises are owned by central or state government or jointly by both or local authority. Second, state control. The rights of its management vest in the government. The majority of the directors and top officials are appointed by the government for the management of such enterprises. Third is state financing. The whole or major source of financing such enterprises is the government. The funds are supplied from the government treasury or budget of the concerned ministry department or invested by government in the share capitals of the enterprises. Fourth is socio-economic objectives. Such enterprises are guided by both the profit and social objectives for the benefits of the community as a whole, such as like steel and oil, to promote balanced regional development through the growth of activity in backward, rural and remote areas of country. Objectives of public enterprises: to achieve rapid economic development, to channelize resources, to ensure balanced regional development, to prevent concentration of economic power, to prevent the growth of monopoly, to control the prices of essential goods, to secure public welfare, to reduce inequalities in income distribution, to provide satisfactory employment, to mobilize savings through financial institution to meet demands of public. So, what are the forms of public enterprises? Forms are departmental undertakings, public corporation or a statutory corporation, and third is governmental company. Department undertakings. Departmental undertakings is a public enterprises which is organized, controlled, and managed by the government in the same way as any other government department. These enterprises are established as departments of the ministry and are considered part or an extension on the ministry itself. For example, Post and Telegraphs, Public Works Departments, All India Radio, Indian Railways, Post and Telegraph. What are the features of departmental undertakings? Formation. Departmental undertakings is created by the government and is attached to a particular ministry. No separate legal entity. It is not a separate legal entity. It cannot sue and cannot be sued without government's consent. Management and control. It is managed and controlled by the concerned ministry of the government. Finance. It is wholly financed by the government out of budgetary appropriations. No borrowing powers. It has no powers to borrow. No authority to use revenue. It has no authority to use its revenues. Its revenues are paid into treasury. Merits of a departmental undertakings. First is easy to form, means provides easy formation. It is created by an administrative decisions of the government involving no legal formalities. Easy financing. Through annual budget, the revenues of the undertakings are paid into the treasury. Secrecy. Government departments being directly under the control of concerned ministry are in a position to keep the secrets. And fourth one is accountable to. Demerits of a departmental undertakings. First is lack of flexibility. The departmental undertakings are strictly under the control of Parliament. The ministry and the top financial managers also interfere frequently in its working. Lack of motivation. In its working, an absence of competition and profit motive, there is little incentive for hard work and efficiency. Second, lack of quick decision making. A public corporation is relatively free from red tapeism as there is less file work and less formality to be completed before taking decisions. Third is lack of management. Fourth, low efficiency. In the absence of competition and profit motive, there is little incentive for hard work and efficiency. Fifth is guided by political concentration. Sixth, lack of autonomy. The control lies in the hands of the government officials who work according to laid down procedures that result in delays in taking important decisions. This may ultimately harm the government enterprises. Statutory corporations or public corporations. Statutory corporations are public enterprises brought into existence by a special act of parliament. The act defines its powers and functions, rules and regulations governing its employees and its relationship with government departments. Examples are Airport Authority of India, National Highways Authority of India, Central Warehousing Corporations, LIC of India, RBI, ICAI. Institute of Chartered Accounts of India. What are the features of statutory corporations? Formation. Public corporation is created by a special act of central or state legislature. Separate legal entity. Like a company, it has a separate legal entity. It can be sued and be sued. Management and control. It is managed by the board of directors. Finance. It is wholly financed by the government. Borrowing powers. It has powers to borrow funds from government as well as public. Authority to use revenue. It has authority to use its revenue to meet its expenditure. Budgeting and audit. It has power to prepare its own budgets. Accountability. It is accountable to the public through concerned legislature. Merits of statutory corporation. First, autonomy. Independent or freedom from internal external control of operation. Second, absence of political interference. Third, quick and prompt decision. Fourth, easy of raising capital. Demerits: no flexibility in operations, misuse of powers, lack of efficiency, political interference could be there. If we say in merits easy of raising capitals, the corporations are fully owned by the government. They can easily raise required capital by floating bonds at a low rate of interest. Since these bonds are safe, the public also feels comfortable in subscribing such. Government company. A government company is established under the Indian Companies Act of 1956 and is registered and governed by the provisions of the Indian Companies Act. According to the Indian Companies Act, a government company means any company in which not less than 51% of the paid up capital is held by the central government or by any state government or partially by central government and partially by one or more state government. Features of government company. It is formed by complying with the provisions of the Company Act 1956. As I said, separate legal entity. Like any other company, it has a separate legal entity. Management and control. It is managed by the board of directors. The members are nominated by the government and elected by the shareholders. Ownership. That I said that at least 51% of the share capital is held the central or state government or by both. Staffing and terms of services. Its employees are not civil servants, they are appointed by the company on its own terms and conditions. Finance. It can raise funds from government or public. Operational autonomy. It runs on commercial principles like private enterprises and enjoys higher degree of freedom from government interference. It can frame its own rules and regulation to govern its internal management. Annual reports. Its annual reports and accounts along with the audit reports are to be presented to the legislature as per the Companies Act. Appointment of auditors. Its auditors are appointed by the government on the advice of Comptroller and Auditor General of India. So the merits of a government company is easy to form, flexibility of raising capital, operational flexibility, facilitates private participation. Demerits of a government company: lack of accountability, absence of real autonomy, fear of public accountability, lack of professional experience, lack of continuity in policies and ambiguity. The bibliography which I used for making this PPT is NCRT book, means NCRT Business Studies book, and reference book, Google, and YouTube. Thank you.